I'm Sue Misko, and this is Fractional OS, where systems get you your next client because the future is fractional. Something big is happening in leadership, and this time, the numbers back it up. For months, you've probably felt the shift. Fewer full-time roles, more fractional job titles, operators moving into portfolio work, maybe founders hiring for systems, not status. What have you felt? It's not just anecdotal anymore. It's data-backed, it's trend-validated, and it's moving really fast. We're living through the biggest reallocation of leadership talent since the dot-com era. Today, I'm going to show you the hard numbers behind the rise of fractional executives and how to position yourself before the market catches up. And if you stay to the end, I'll show you how to plug into this movement and start making the shift yourself. Let's start with what's failing. The old full-time model, the one that says every function needs a VP or a C-level exec. It's collapsing under its own weight. In a post-pandemic world, leaders are expensive. Hiring cycles are slower, and roles that once felt untouchable, they're being postponed, broken into parts, or skipped entirely. According to a 2024 Axios report, companies are increasingly avoiding full-time senior hires. Instead, they're opting for interim, contract, or project-based leadership. Why? Because hiring a full-time executive is expensive. $250K plus total comp, salary, benefits, equity, you name it. It's slow, 30 to 60 to 90-day onboarding curves, and it's rigid. You're locked into one bet and one skill set. That's why founders are rethinking their org charts and slicing leadership roles into outcomes, not headcount. Founders don't want full-time execs anymore. They want precision leadership without the price tag. This isn't anti-executive. It's post-overhead. Now let's talk about the flip side. What happens when full-time no longer fits the business model? Fractional becomes the default. And the numbers here are staggering. According to a 2024 report by Column Content, the number of active fractional executives in the US has doubled in 2 years, from 60,000 to 120,000 fractionals. Meanwhile, Chief Outsiders reports a 68% year-over-year surge in fractional leadership demand in mid-market companies. And this isn't just financial roles. A 2024 breakdown of top hires includes fractional CMOs, COOs, CFOs, CHROs, heads of product, RevOps. Fractional hiring is spreading laterally across every function. It's a horizontal revolution. Fractional roles are exploding and the numbers don't lie. These are not band-aids, they're system installs. And they're being filled by seasoned pros who know how to own the outcome and not just clock hours. Let's zoom in on the 5 reasons fractional is surging, both from the founder and the operator side. Reason number 1, speed to impact. A survey from Chief Outsiders shows 84% of founders prioritize time to impact over long-term cultural fit. Fractionals start fast. They often deploy within 1 to 2 weeks, not 1 to 2 months. They come ready with frameworks, scorecards, roadmaps, dashboards. Companies don't need you full-time. They need you at the right time. Reason number 2 is cost efficiency. Fractionals allow companies to rent senior execution without buying the whole house. According to CFO Selections, a single fractional can save a company 100 to 150K annually versus full-time without sacrificing outcomes. And here's the kicker. Startups want specialists, not 250K generalists with bloated comp packages. Startups don't have a talent problem. They have a payroll problem. Reason number 3, deep expertise wins. Today's buyer doesn't want just a leader. They want someone who's solved this exact problem 5, 10 times before. In a Column Content study, 72% of companies hiring fractional said pre-built systems were the number 1 reason they made the hire. This means you don't sell hours, you sell infrastructure. You're hired for outcomes, not oversight. In today's economy, expertise isn't a luxury, it's efficiency. Reason number 4, executive work preferences are changing. This isn't just about what founders want. It's also about what leaders want. In a 2024 Inc.com article, more than 2/3 of mid-career executives want fractional or project-based roles. Why? Flexibility, fulfillment, freedom from politics. Executives didn't quit corporate. Corporate quit them. Fractional work fits the lifestyle, the values, and the leverage that experienced operators are optimizing for. And reason 5, the identity shift. This is not consulting. This is not freelancing. This is a category, and it is being adopted at a massive scale. The global market for fractional executives is now estimated at $5.7 billion and growing at 14% annually, according to LinkedIn Pulse. Fractional is becoming the new leadership container. Fractional isn't a trend, it's a correction. So let's pause here. If you're a seasoned operator and you're still calling yourself a consultant, you are missing the positioning power of a rising category. Fractional. It has the clarity in the founder's mind. It commands higher project fees. It signals embedded systems, and it matches the future of hiring in a lean world. This is your opportunity to step out of the advice trap and step into systems-based leadership. Your experience didn't lose value. The org chart lost structure. Let me say that again, because this is where the shift lands. You did not become less valuable. The model you were forced into became obsolete, and now a new one is rising. So let's flip the table. You're the founder, the CEO, and you're watching this. The data says you don't need every exec full time. You need outcomes, you need systems, and signal. You win by hiring fractional leaders who bring frameworks, not friction. If you want to install RevOps in 60 days, hire fractional. You want to fix churn fast? Hire a fractional. You want to rebuild finance or HR? Hire a fractional. This is how you de-risk leadership decisions and scale with leverage. Fractional is the upgrade, not the alternative. So let's lock this in with a mental model that you can take with you. The SHIFT framework. Speed. Time to impact now matters more than title or tenure. Headcount. Full-time payroll limits don't match growth stage needs. Infrastructure. Leaders who bring systems will win. Flexibility. Executives want multi-client models with autonomy and trust. Category clarity breeds founder confidence. If you want to win in this new world, you must embody all five. Here's the truth. We still need leaders. We just stopped being able to justify a 7-figure C-suite model built for $19.99. Fractional work is not freelancing with lipstick. It is leadership redesigned for speed, with systems, for scale. And if you have spent the last number of decades building deep skill, pattern recognition, and frameworks that scale, then you're perfectly positioned. This isn't about what the market took away. It's about what it just opened up. Fractional is rising, and the next wave of leadership will be built by those who position now. If you're feeling this shift, if the data matched the tension you've been carrying for months, if you're ready to stop guessing how to position your skills in this new model, then download the Fractional OS Starter Kit. I'll show you how to define your system, how to build a fractional offer that scales, and make yourself discoverable in a sea of operators still calling themselves consultants. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you want the systems, the scripts, and the strategies to turn your experience into income and leadership into leverage.